Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, and I have a really amazing book to share with you today. Now, as many of you know, a studio is where art is created, and this book is all about studios. It's written by Emily Arrow and created by a group of artists called the Little Friends of Printmaking, and I think it's very inspired. Studio, a place to start. A place for making music, a place for making art, a place to build and dream and move, a place for art to start. We call a place a studio when we're creating in it, or practicing, or editing, or thinking for a minute. Some artists need a studio with lots of room and light. While others find a tiny nook will fit their work just right. A habitat for makers, with string and sculpting clay, a place where people twirl and leap, or simply stop to play. Perhaps an animator or an actor with a part. No matter who, they're free to do whatever's in their hearts. When we have ideas, we can bounce them off each other, toss them around and shake them out, and make something even better. And playing with ideas can lead to so much more. I bet you'll see what's happening. It's spilling out the door. From every little studio, our tiny magic rooms will tell the world our story, and we'll sing the world our tune. Art is made for sharing. An artist always knows that seeing it a different way can help your art grow. People in big cities and teeny tiny towns will hear joyful melodies of art that's all around. Do you have an idea? Are you ready to create? Listen to your inner voice and find your special place. Finding your own studio shouldn't be too hard. Round the corner, in a park, or maybe in your yard. Place to be creative, wherever that might be. Make it your own, an artist's home, a place where you will be free. The end. I really love that book. A home, an art studio, a favorite place that you like to go. we're going to create places like that today. For me, it's my art classroom. For you, it might be your home or your grandma's house or your room or a tent in the woods. You get to use our imagination. It can be real, imaginary, up to you. And that's part of the fun. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can build in 3D using cardboard and sticks and recycled materials. You can draw a picture of a building. You can create a map with some writing, maybe. An architect is an artist who designs buildings, whether they be barns, hospitals, fire stations, or homes, or even sometimes playgrounds. Landscape architects design playgrounds and parks. And today we're thinking like architects because we're creating spaces and thinking about what is inside the space, what the space needs, and how many people is going to fit inside of the place, and where the place is located. Is it on the beach? Is it in the city? I don't know. That's up to you and what your idea of a safe place is. Okay, so for this project where we're thinking about creating safe places, safe buildings and all of that, we're thinking like architects. Can you say the word architect? Or you can create an image using collage, cutting, gluing, ripping paper to create a home that way. A home, a building, a safe place. For example, this is a safe place for animals. It's the animal shelter near my home where I got my pet cat. So, let's get into it. Okay, so here's my drawing of the safe place that I would like to be, which is a little house with a triangle roof, a rectangular base, and for a house, you gotta have a door and some windows so that you can see outside. And if you don't feel like drawing and want to try using some scissors and some glue and some cutout paper, let's do some collage instead. Ta-da! So, if you like if you want to practice carefully using your scissors and your glue stick and your paper, and maybe some help from your family, you can use the same idea, the shapes, to create a little house like this with a triangle roof, windows, and doors. Another way you can create buildings is using things around your house like cardboard or stiff pieces of paper. So, for example, I found this tea box, and I think it would be a great starting point to transform into a little house. I don't know. What do you think? Actually, I think this would make an amazing art studio with some outdoor space. So, imagine going to art class, and when we're doing lessons where we're drawing flowers, we can go hang out in a flower garden. Or we can go sit outside with our clipboards and our sketchbooks and draw all of the birds and flowers we see. Or, if we're doing something messy, we can do it outside. Building using cardboard is 3D. That means that you can close your eyes and you can feel it. That's a little different than this map. That's flat, two-dimensional. This is 3D. Let's get started. Ta-da! Here's my little building. I'm still thinking about making a lovely art studio. Oops! It's not perfect. I'm still working on it. But I wanted to show you so far. So I created, the roof is using this postcard thing that came with my cat's food. And the box is from my recycling, and then this is just scrap paper that I taped together. And the idea is to create like a little cozy art studio that has an outdoor garden space with this fence. There's a kind of comfy area upstairs with blankets and pillows and some books. And then down here is gonna be the main art studio space as well. So there's two different levels. I can't wait to see what your safe place looks like. And I cannot wait to look through everyone's artwork and see how everyone's is different and interesting, and what people include in their safe place, their safe, wonderful home. I cannot wait to see it. Bye. Have fun making art.